you doing? You're listening to Triple J with the Doctor. Yeah, you may have heard Max Laverne was in yesterday. He attributed to the letter V in the A to Z of shit trends, vampires. Now, a lot of you agree, a lot of you aren't fans of Twilight and stuff like that. Liz Cambridge from the Bulleen Boomers, who's currently drafted in the WNBA playing for Tulsa Shock in America, was irate. She was Tulsa shocked. And so we're going to get her on the phone for a right of reply on behalf of all fang bangers all over the world. I mean, I don't know why she blames me. It's not my fault. I mean, don't blame me for your troubles. Oh, yes. Another wonderful segue on a Tuesday afternoon. Warpaint are in the country. Stella, the drummer, who's from Australia, is back in the country, back in Melbourne. And Emily and Stella from Warpaint are going to jump into the studio really, really soon to say hello. I saw them on the weekend in Perth. They are absolutely amazing. Up next, though, we're going to wrap ourselves in the warmth of a couple of wonderful Glaswegian accents with a couple of the dudes, James and Rabs from Las Vegas. I would like to welcome to the studio from Warpaint, Emily and Stella. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, see. Only that I know, Emily, that you haven't brushed your teeth today. That takes a slightly sinister turn.
Yeah, but I did floss and use coffee.
Rinsed with coffee.
This is the LA way of dental hygiene.
Smelly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, that out of the way. That notwithstanding. Hello. Welcome to Australia. Welcome back to Australia, Stella.
Hello.
Thank you. The Brightside Festival was mad. I had not been to that festival before, and it was pretty awesome. What was your experience like?
It was mad fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like a condensed Splendor.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Boutique.
Yeah.
I love
very
seeing
boutique.
Modest Mouse anytime.
I saw them last night in a club show, and they were brilliant.
Yeah, they're
Epic.
So good.
Good stuff, indeed. Although I did see, Stella, there was a slight beanie disaster during one of your songs.
Sorry, I just exploded on the mic. Yeah, that was pretty funny. When I actually came to, I noticed that basically the entire band was just looking at me cackling like witches. It was quite funny. It was like my Fred Durst moment. I don't think you saw it, Emily. My beanie just descended upon my entire face at one moment, and there was no way of kind of getting out of it, so I just had to...
Yeah, on the drums, both
survive,
sticks in use, no way to survive. Did you know your drum kit well enough to work out how to play without the sight?
No, it was terrifying. Yeah.
Has it happened before?
Scariest moment of my life. It has actually never happened before. Wow. I've never had a wardrobe malfunction on stage.
This seems ridiculous. This seems like something that would be a regular occurrence.
Emily doesn't believe me. She's looking at me.
I know, I thought I could remember something, but I guess I can't.
No,
and you
did a nip once.
I see, yes. Janet Jackson style. Mm-hmm. There's, because there are two beanie wearers in the band then, because Jenny also wears a beanie occasionally.
Yeah. Hers is a little more form-fitting.
Ah.
Yeah.
So should you maybe take a leaf out of Jenny's
Gangster.
book, maybe?
I always intend to, but just not that time. Messed up, and I paid for it.
You did. You paid the price.
Yeah.
Well, beanie disasters aside, it was an excellent show, and it was so good to see so many people sort of... Have you guys played in Perth before?
Yeah, the last
Laneway
show.
Oh, Laneway, of course, that does tour to Perth as well. But it's such a beautiful small festival, but you've also played Glastonbury, which I imagine is the other end of the scale in terms of size.
Yeah, it's equally as muddy, though. Just kidding. There was a little bit of mud, though, in Perth.
Yes.
The other day. Just a little bit in the backstage. Like little trails. But a nice reminder of what had been.
So if you times that amount of mud and that amount of festival by, say, 9 or 10, then you're getting close to million, right?
Yeah.
What is it like? I talk to people who go to these things, but I haven't seen. They just tell me of these wide, sort of, worlds of tents and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember when we kind of descended upon the grounds when we were first coming in on our bus, and I just looked out and I couldn't really recognise what was happening. I just saw these mounds of tents, and it just seemed like actually the biggest thing that I've ever experienced with my eyes and my mind.
When we walked up to that top of that hill?
When we were rolling in and we saw Glastonbury, the grounds for the first time, it was like actually terrifying to me. I just kind of curled up in a ball and puked.
We walked around a lot. I think after we played this first night, we got to play right before a band before Radiohead, so that was really cool because they were the surprise guests. But then we walked around with our wellies on, and at one point Jen fell and decided to grab me so that I fell into the mud with her, and you fell in, right?
I did at some point, many
It's
times.
so gross if you think about the hugest festival, 2 feet of mud, and just what that mud must become. It's like its own entity of nasty.
Of disease.
Yeah.
And then just the amount, like once that dries, that's what, there must be like just kilometres deep
Of
rubbish
DNA.
and people and babies and like memories, you know.
Beautiful.
And we're just walking on it, and then it just like Googles again. Google?
It Googles, yeah.
Googles.
It just does a little internet search.
Yeah.
Just yeah, whatever.
What on earth did I just say?
Everything is contained in this mud.
Oh my God.
It is.
Googles is a verb now.
It is, and it is perfectly appropriate because you're right, Emily.
Bubbles.
Everything is contained in that mud, so it is kind of like a Google search, except just of like people's DNA and sweat and stuff, and Band-Aids.
It produces its own species. Species.
All right.
Okay.
Well, yes, sensible faces. Emily and Stella from Warpaint are in the studio. Let's listen to a tune from The Fool. Let's listen to Bees. Actually, speaking of Jenny, your bass player. Now, does this start with some mad bass, sort of crazy bass riff?
Or what?
Sick.
Or what? Let's find out on Triple J. Here it is. Hey, the news is coming up soon too. You guys are going to stick around after the news, though, I should hope.
We're telling the news.
Yep.
Oh, all right. Excellent. That's good news. And Stella and Emily are in
That
the
works.
studio.
That works.
Yes, thanks. Hey, the news is...
Hi, Mom.
The news is coming up in about 30 seconds. Just quickly, though, Stella, you're back in Australia. Have you had that proper cup of coffee yet?
I sure have.
I saw. And have
Many.
Good. And you've complained about the weather. That's the one
Have
other
I?
thing you mentioned that you wanted to do when you came back to Australia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's been done a few
All
times.
right.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, we've got that out of the way. After the news, I guess we'll just chat about, mad stuff. Maybe if there's any new music that you guys are working on, we'll talk about that.
Cool.
And I don't know. And the ski resort that you played at. There we go.
Okay.
The news is up now on Triple J. Warpaint are in the studio. Everything all right?
What are you talking about?
It's not really that. It's not that ridiculous. But we're going to talk about. You said that the ski resort you played at recently was quite humorous.
Well,
yes.
it was the first time that we ever had not stage diving, but crowd surfing, and they were crowd surfing really hard to set your arms down, which is like the most
slowest
mellow.
In our set.
But it was really cool.
It was really funny.
And people were supportive and caught them and stuff and carried them around and.
Totally.
It was kind of just concentrated to the front
Oh, yeah.
part of the stage, so there wasn't very far for them to go. They kind of just went over the barrier, and that was it.
Okay.
It was like 35 seconds of crowd surfing.
Of extreme sports. Well, these are like snowboarders and skiers and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So, good.
It's to be expected.
Right. Well, hang around. We're going to be chatting more to Warpaint very, very soon. Stella and Emily are in the studio from Warpaint, one half of Warpaint. What's Teresa and Jenny up to at the moment?
Oh, I don't know.
Let's just let your imagination run wild.
Run away, child.
Actually, speaking of members of Warpaint, we played the new Red Hot Chili Peppers song like last week. We just got given it on during I think it was like a Sunday night, and suddenly we had it and we played it. And it turns out that Josh Klinghoffer is now in the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which I didn't
Yes.
know, and he played in Warpaint.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was our drummer before we kicked him out for Stella.
Right.
Ouch.
Just jokes. Just
Joshing.
And now he's on the guitar for Red Hot Chili Peppers.
That's right, yeah.
Wow.
And keyboards and stuff.
Just
I
all
think,
that
yeah.
kind of instrument. There you go. So I didn't know that you guys, when the EP and then The Fool, both the album and the EP, you had sort of recorded both before you'd really gone out and done any big tours. And now, this is like your second time into Australia within a year, and many shows all over the place, including ski resorts and Glastonbury. How does playing these songs live affect how you play them? Like, do they just, now that you know how they affect a crowd and stuff?
I think that we were contemplating this earlier. I think that the songs, we really got to find out like what the songs were really about once we started touring, almost more so than when we recorded them. They've like taken on a life of their own, and like we've seemed to like unravel like their true I don't know, heartbeat. And so now they just have like, and also we've discovered our dynamic more as a band because we hadn't played together, for both records. They were just made and then we went and toured them. So there's just like so much discovery that's happened since the recording process.
So they're like sort of riffs that jump to the front, or like sort of, you know, rhythms and feels that suddenly become more prominent when you see the way that a crowd reacts?
Exactly.
Ah.
Yeah, things can get a little bit messy and busy with certain songs if you play them with a certain intensity, so it's nice to pull back a little bit sometimes, and other times be a little more aggressive, you know. It's a different context.
We've simplified, we have like changed the songs or play them in different moods depending on the crowd, I guess.
You would have to have simplified them anyway from the album because of the amount of guitar layers, surely.
Actually, there aren't many overdubs.
Sounds like there are. Both guitarists in Warpaint have 24 fingers to their name.
That makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, it does. It's a bit of a trick.
And yet neither of them had any spare fingers to lift your beanie up off your head, Stella, when it fell down.
No one would do that because they were laughing too hard at my expense. Mm-hmm.
That's just not very hospitable.
Everyone was they were all on their flip cameras, just filming, yeah.
Speaking of being hospitable, you're back in Australia, you're back in Victoria. Have you had a chance to get back and see, you know, your friends and family, Stella?
Well, I'm actually from Sydney.
Excellent.
Originally. But I do have friends here, and I've caught up with a few of them already. Some I've just bumped into on the street, and I'm here for another day as well. Well, we are here for another day, so there's still work to be done socially.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yes.
And will you have time? And you're playing at the Corner tonight, and again tomorrow night, so that suggests there'll be a little bit of time before heading to Manning Bar on Thursday. All of these shows are with Jack Ladder.
That's right.
And a gentleman named Donny Benet. Now, can you explain Donny Benet to people who may not have come across him?
To be honest, Donny Benet has kind of been this enigma to me for the last few months, ever since we toured with Pivot, or PVT as they're now called. Mm-hmm. We toured with them in the States, and a few of them, I guess, worked on Donny's album or helped him out and gave him advice. And I've never actually met him. We are Facebook friends, which is, that's official.
And his face is quite interesting.
He does have an interesting face. He kind of sounds, I guess he sounds like an Australian Prince musically, not vocally. He just plays with a Moog, like a Lynn drum machine, and he just slaps bass like it's going out of style, which it had.
Stella's doing great hand movements while she's explaining these instruments.
I'm knocking things over and I'm slapping the bass with my thumb and stuff,
Beautiful.
It's pretty dorky.
Nice. Very good. Well, that's very exciting. And then Splendor in the Grass, which will be great. And then you're off to play the Fuji Festival in Japan.
Yay. Did you say have to?
We have to.
No, you're off to. No, you have
to. You have to. We are contractually obliged. Unless there's some extreme illness, emergency. Mm-hmm.
No.
We'll be there.
Good.
Yeah.
And it'll be Jen's birthday then.
Mm-hmm.
Her golden birthday.
Golden. That means 50.
Yeah. No. It's no. There's also, that is true, but there's also, it's
birthday.
like when you turn on the date of the month of your birthday, you turn that age. So say I just had my golden birthday. That's what they call it, right?
I did too.
Can you explain this again? I'm not quite sure.
Okay, so I just turned 25 on the 25th of February, so everyone write that down.
I just turned 30 on September 30th.
And Jen's about to turn 30 on the 30th of this month.
I had never heard of this, and it makes me sad because my birthday's on the 9th of March. I can never again have a golden birthday.
You should change your birth date.
Can you do that?
You can do that now, at registries. It's like getting a new license plate or name. Yeah. I think that's legal, right?
Well, maybe. I don't know. You've been living in LA where all crazy things are legal. I don't know what.
Everything's possible.
Reach for the sky.
All right. So if your birthday is the age that you're turning, so as we said, for example, today's the 26th, I wonder if anyone's having a golden birthday today.
Today, that'd be amazing.
Absolutely, somebody is.
Yeah.
Well, statistically.
They might not even know it. That's the beauty of it. That's why they tuned in.
And do you get special presents like you do on your golden wedding anniversary?
No.
Golden shower? Is there like, send us a text, like, you know, a golden-plated shower head, I meant. Send us a text, 0439 757 555, if it is your golden birthday today. If you are turning 26 and it is the 26th of July, or maybe, you know, in the next couple of days. Wow. That means that after you turn 31, there's no more golden birthdays possible.
That's true. Oh, my God, that's so sad.
I never thought about that.
I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to...
That's so sad. Here's a sad song.
On Triple J from The Fool, that is Undertow, the song that you definitely know, and definitely when you guys played it on The Bright Side on the weekend, people went nuts when that song started.
They took all their clothes off.
Yeah,
crazy.
Dancing and Stella and Emily from Warpaint are in the studio. They have to go to soundcheck very, very soon, playing at the Corner tonight and tomorrow night. But you just blown my mind with this whole golden birthday thing, which means. Yeah, excellent. If your birthday is the same age you're turning, that is a golden birthday. Simon in Ascot Vale had his golden birthday yesterday, 25 on the 25th. He drank Guinness and went on a date with a foxy lady friend. Ooh. There you go.
Good how that went.
Good on you.
Good on you, mate.
And Lauren in Brisbane has said, Doctor, how have you not heard of this? Because I'm an idiot, that's why. There is also your double golden. Check this, double golden and triple golden.
What is that?
Well, as Lauren says, my birthday is on the 12th, so I celebrated my double on the 24th. And then I'll have a party on my triple 30. Oh, yeah. When
you just want to party, man. Go for it.
Yeah, just make up anything.
Enjoy your life.
Hey, Maureen, how you doing?
Yeah, well, thanks, Doctor. How are you?
Very, very well. Now, how is Brisbane today?
It's sunny and lovely.
That's good. We've heard that there's going to be rain for Splendour in the Grass this weekend. Can you confirm that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I actually heard the weather forecast was good.
Oh, well.
No, you're wrong. Just kidding.
Well. Now, tell us, you are celebrating your golden birthday.
I am.
Yay. Happy birthday.
Happy births.
Is it
Thanks.
today?
It is today, 26th on the 26th.
When did you
know?
Did you know there was a golden birthday that existed?
Did you know it was your birthday?
I knew it was my birthday. I didn't know it was golden. Someone told me it was called Crown Birthday.
Crown birthday.
That sounds weird.
Too close to another kind of part of your birth.
Slightly more anatomical. Now, how are you celebrating your Crown golden birthday, Maureen?
I'm going out for Thai food, and I am cracking open a very special bottle of beer that we brought back from Belgium about 6 months ago.
Is it delirium?
No, it's better than delirium. It's called Triple Carmelite.
Ooh, yum yum.
It's very yummy.
You guys just talking about crazy beer brands that no one else has heard of now.
Making it up. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, have a great birthday. You're also a basketballer, Maureen?
No, I'm not at all.
You should be. Get into it.
I just thought I'd put that out there. But well done. Happy birthday. We are talking to a basketballer very, very soon, and that's obviously where my wires got crossed. Liz Cambridge from the Bulleen Boomers, who is going to refute the fact that Max thinks that vampires are a shit trend. Have a wonderful birthday, Maureen.
Thanks, Doctor.
Just keep sinking those baskets. What can I say? Hey, how do you guys go, Stella and Emily from Warpaint? As I just brush over that faux pas, how do you guys go with the current vampire trend?
Oh my God! Sorry.
What's wrong? Now you're hyperventilating.
Yeah.
This is something you really should be speaking with Jen about.
Yeah,
okay.
She's obsessed with everything. To do with the vampire culture.
Mm-hmm. Are we talking like including Twilight and sparkly vampires?
Loves Twilight, loves True Blood. We just came back to the hotel room. She's like, oh my God, you gotta see the new episode of True Blood.
I'm so jealous you guys haven't seen it yet. I wish I could start over.
So we have a fan of vampires in the Warpaint.
Very much so. I hate it. I hate everything about that.
I got to say,
movement.
I watched the first series, and then when the second series, when it just started just being weird, glossy, fuzzy sex scenes.
Yeah, it's very soft pornish, which is nice, you know.
Oh,
for some.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Sick. Yeah, sick in the head.
If it was werewolves, but...
I think isn't there werewolves in this? Isn't there like fairies and stuff? Let's talk about that later when I've got Liz Cambridge, basketballer from the Bulleen Boomers, on the phone. You guys have an awesome show tonight at the Corner, and an awesome show tomorrow night at the Corner, and an awesome show Thursday night at Manning Bar, and awesome gig at Splendour in the Grass. What day are you guys playing?
Playing on Friday.
Sweet. And that means you get a couple of days to check out the sights of Woodfordia, or are you getting the hell...
No, we go to Japan.
Oh, that's
next
this week.
day.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. It'll be all right. It would be nice to stick around for a little bit and see some bands.
Next time.
Yeah, next life.
Well, thank you very much. Is there going to be any new music in the near future for Warpaint?
Yes.
Good. That's all we needed. That's music news. We're going to get that yes quote right in there, music news. Lachlan, just cut that out right now.
Just repeat it on echo.
Yes.
For 5 minutes. Yes.
Thank you very much for coming in. And
Thanks
we'll
for having
chat
us.
to you guys very soon on Triple J.
Sweet.